Elon Musk has become public enemy number one, with every tool at the left's disposal being used to target him and take him down for the great crime of buying Twitter and trying to make it have better free speech. My name is Moshe Hill. This is A Hill with a View. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Please hit that subscribe button. It really helps bump up this channel. And make sure to share it with a friend. And don't forget to like it, okay? So we're going to get straight to it. Elon Musk has become the enemy of the state. Now, if you don't remember that 1990s action movie starring Will Smith, Enemy of the State, it's a great movie, and it is so prophetic at this point because it's a movie about a guy who really was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and the NSA, guy played by John Voight, has to take him down. So what does he do to take him down? He uses the media. He uses the credit cards. He uses every single thing to discredit this guy because he says, well, once he comes out with this information he has about me, I want people to think he's lying before he even says anything. So they use everything. So he goes after him relentlessly. And that's what everyone is doing to Elon Musk at this point. Okay? They're using every tool they can. Media, government, big corporations, everything, just to take Elon Musk down. So we're going to start with media. Okay, we got the Washington Post just put out a opinion, an op-ed saying, hey, Elon Musk, Twitter polls are not the voice of the people. So basically, this is a reaction to Elon Musk having some major polls, which we've talked about before, one of which was the one to reinstate Donald Trump on Twitter. And the other one that became big was to give amnesty in general to people who were banned on Twitter. And I got to kind of check the banned accounts that I have on there. Maybe they're back. I don't know. Anyway, good. So this is what this writer says. This writer says that Philip Bump, he said that, it's all based on who's viewing it and who's doing this. And it's like you're asking Trump supporters who they would vote for and yada, yada, yada. And he's like, it's not like real elections that have, integrity and people policing it and all this kind of stuff. Okay. It's a Twitter poll from the guy who owns Twitter about what he should do on Twitter. That's it. That's all you need to think about. It's such a glaringly obvious hit piece on Elon Musk because they just don't like the results of what he's doing. And by the way, if Musk just does what he wants without a Twitter poll, then he could do that too because he owns Twitter. And that's it. And I totally get it. If he was on the opposite side of the issues that I was on, I would be really pissed too. But I'm wondering why having free speech is the opposite of the side that you're on. That's my real question. Why is that the opposite of what side you're on, Philip Bump? Very curious about that. So let's go to a question that was asked to Karine Jean-Pierre, our press secretary. She was asked about Elon Musk on Twitter, if anyone's keeping an eye on it. Take a listen to this.
This is a critical moment, really, in terms of ensuring that Twitter does not become a vector for misinformation. I mean, are you concerned
Hold on.
about...
Let's just pause it there for a second.
Elon Musk says
they're worried about Twitter becoming a vector of misinformation. Twitter has been a vector of misinformation for the entirety of its existence. It's just they want it to not be a vector of misinformation they disagree with. They use Twitter to push their own narratives all the time, regardless of it being factually accurate or not. Constantly. Ayatollah Khamenei is posting on Twitter. Do you think he's telling the unvarnished truth? The Chinese state media has accounts on Twitter. Do you think they're telling the unvarnished truth? The Democrats have been using Twitter to push misinformation for the entirety of the moment that they found out Twitter existed. They just are upset that now the the Twitter will not be used as a weapon against their political enemies. So that's the issue that they're having. But let's keep watching.
There's more and more subscribers coming online. Are you concerned about that? And what tools do you have? Who is it at the White House that is really keeping track of this?
Who's keeping track of it?
Something that we're certainly keeping an eye on. And look, we have always been very clear, and that when it comes to social media platforms, it is their responsibility to make sure that when it comes to misinformation, when we comes to the hate that we're seeing, that.
All right, stop this turnaround. The question was, who in the White House is keeping an eye on this? Who in the White House is keeping an eye on Twitter to make sure that Elon Musk doesn't allow too much free speech? Who in the White House is making sure that Donald Trump doesn't have access to the 75 million followers he now has on Twitter after being reinstated a week ago? That's the question that the media is asking the White House, is asking Karine Jean-Pierre, and saying, who in the White House is going to stop Elon Musk? What levers of government power can we use to stop this raging lunatic who insists on allowing free speech on one of the world's biggest social media platforms? That's what the media is concerned about. Apple is actually... There's been rumors going around that Apple and maybe Samsung are going to take Twitter off of its app stores, which would be the craziest thing, because not only are they super popular apps for a decade now, they also make Apple and Google a ton of money, because Apple makes 30% off of every single time you pay for something on Twitter. Apple makes 30% of that. So if you purchase it through the Apple app. So for Twitter Blue, which is $8 a month, if you get an in-app upgrade on Twitter, then Apple makes 30% of that. Now multiply that by a lot, because that's what Apple's making. So that's been known since that. People kind of forgot about it, but that was like the deal from the beginning, that basically Apple was saying, create apps on our platform and you get 70% of every single sale you get. And we'll take 30% just for having you on our app platform. And that includes in-app purchases. So every single time you're spending money on Apple, on any app on Apple, in-app purchases, app purchases, doesn't matter. You're saying 30% to Apple, 70% to the creator of that app. But that's irrelevant. But basically, Elon tweeted this out. Apple has also threatened to withhold Twitter from its Apple App Store, but won't tell us why. So Elon Musk is now calling out Apple on Twitter about withholding Twitter from the App Store. Now, this isn't the first time Apple has done something like this. They withdrew Parler after January 6th because they were told, or they came to the conclusion, that the January 6th riots were orchestrated on Parler, except for the fact that they weren't. They were more likely orchestrated on Facebook and or Twitter, because nobody was using Parler at the time, but they still knocked Parler off. So basically, Elon Musk has already said that he would build like an alternative phone to Apple and Google, and he would just go to war with them. In fact, he literally said that. He would just go to war with them. He literally said right here, he could pay 30%, he'd put out this meme, or go to war. So Elon Musk is going to go to war with Apple, which would be insane and hilarious. Like, Elon Musk is literally doing every single thing that the right has wanted to do for 15 years, and he's just doing it by himself for the kicks. Like, I don't even know what he's doing or why he's doing it, but basically he's going after every huge corporation that has been hampering free speech. He's been going after every social media company that has been taking away every single user who is to the right of Lenin on these platforms. And he's just going straight at him, and he could do it because he's the richest man in the world. And I don't think it's possible to lose the amount of money the guy has. Like, the guy's worth $200 billion. Like, sure, let's go to war with Apple. He has what Adam Carolla has always called F me money. So F you money is when you could do whatever you want because F you. F me money is you have so much money that you can screw yourself and it doesn't hurt you. That's what Elon Musk has. And he's going to war with Apple. He took over Twitter. He's going to war with the government. He's getting into politics. He backed Ron DeSantis over Donald Trump already. It's kind of nuts what Elon Musk is doing. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to keep talking about it because this guy's hilarious. I want to really see what him take these guys down. All right. That's it for me for tonight. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this show, this channel. We're going to get it everywhere. We're going to keep it growing, keep it going. Thank you very much. Have a good one.